we start to look at a model that's been around for a long time. So this is the Thomas Kilmann model, the TKI model, some people might know it as, and it is a tried and tested conflict management model, and it can lead to resolution, but it's also about just understanding what type of style might be prevalent for you in any moment in time. So with this particular model, it's important to consider that although the outcome might be to resolve the conflict, it's probably and most likely not going to happen at first attempt. If it does, that's a great thing. It might be that it was a task style of conflict and it was easy to resolve, but it's just important to consider that it might be a process to get to resolution. You might need to just take a moment to go, right now we're in a bit of avoidance, and that might not be avoidance from you. It could be avoidance from the other person to not be ready to talk about it. So, whether it be a person on the other end of the conflict or a team of people, just consider that you've both got to be ready to resolve it for it to be resolved. So getting to the starting line is the first part. So important here to consider, when at least spoke about types before, we're going to have a natural tendency to respond to one of those types in a different way. For example, if it's a person of status, you might have a tendency just to accommodate whatever they want because maybe they're more senior to you. So it's like, oh, I'm going to go straight to this. Where it is a peer, you might have a natural tendency to go to compete because you want to stand your ground in that moment in time and really advocate for what you and what your team needs. So a style might be a result of the particular type, but also a style might be a result of knowing that there is an end goal, but you can't get there right now. But what you need to do in this moment is you need to just stand your ground and advocate what your team needs, or you might need to compromise in that moment, but make an agreement to come back to it in a couple of weeks' time because you know that it's not actually resolved, it's just a compromise, and then a further conversation needs to be had. So you won't always go from we understand what the conflict is to resolution in one conversation. In fact, very rarely. It's about just understanding that each of these styles may play a role throughout the resolution.